So let's go to order. Oh, no, no, no. Ah, Mistress Half Moon, welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? You're here on behalf of the Sons of the Saint Church? What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Mr. MBgamerz with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire aspect ether sand. I'm afraid it might be some more time before we supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for that which we have now. Pray speak with the German if the... Ah, I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Come on, there must be something you can do. Without that sand, we have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but I explained to the ether side in question is already spoken for. If you would like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you offer as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2. Violet, it's been too long. What brings you here then? Got an eye on something expensive, have you? Well now, that is quite many pouch. The sounds of so many gills clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the blooming ether sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny that the Allegan civilization is a subject worth researching. The chief said that he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else. See, well, I say tinkering, wrestling would be more like it. Still, after such wringing of our hands with gunishing in our teeth, we managed to pull together a prototyped crystal-powered propulsion system. We got an idea of it when we heard that you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board of the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of ether sand. And that is why I can't just relinquish my claim on the batch here, even for you, lass. How we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not my technological influencing. Why I hesitate to interrupt such a impassionate speech, duty compels me to point out that this lady is a representative of an organization that reserved the oversight in question, to mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, is that like that, is it? Alright, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it, but if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take that as a yes. Ah, it's not every day you get the chance to experiment with wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they inspire me to think up another technological invention or 2. Okay, so let's go. Oh, speak to Biggs. Now then, from what you told me, I was guessing you're needing another 3 varieties of elemental aspect ether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your lump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better looking into stuff yourself, and it just so happens that I know of a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler on North Fallon who Very claims she handles the Earth aspect verity of Eversand, which is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking when I did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore. The answer being, just the other day, seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurous heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Fanling without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out to Blue Fog and you should find him poking around with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Okay, so let's go to Blue Fog. Save your greeting. If you're looking for the hired blade, then you have to look elsewhere. After the day I had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has to handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, it's no screaming epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lullathane lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who asked to deal in some manner of special sand. I forgot what it was called, but it's apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept on the bandits' stronghold, set upon locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, rogues were awoken, and we, led by a blind panic, I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I got not seen him since. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you'd best be prepared for the worst. Is it possible that the poor sod may as well be lost in the lost image of Mythful Mine? But I fear that the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Yeah, forever getting into trouble. Oh, where is he? Can't get me. Oh, there he is. How could I be so stupid, sneaking into a bandit's lair? It's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to walk out there, and here we go. I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Hello. Violet, is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore that smell. I expect you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen Eversand which Briggs and I need for our research. As it happens, it was, I conceded, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff. Before the bodyguard ran away, the several dozen bandits came pouring after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail on it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen service stand is right here in my oh dear, it must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this inferior place for a while yet. You will find the evil stand in my stead? Oh, thank you the gods, you are a true friend, Violet. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. So it's out here somewhere. And there's a fight going on, great. Oh, maybe they... I got some money out of it, I suppose. Oh. Oh, come on. Now leave me be. Oh, come... But have you had any luck locating the house stand? Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Wex the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on the mission to collect Evie-san, and you're working with the chief? A treasure trove Alec knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of the airship information, but it sounds as if your problems can be solved by any other means. The explanation of yours sounds jolly interesting. I must say, I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right, I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordonia with that Everstand before there is any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Violet. Let's get back to Mordonia. Ah, Violet, you have returned. I take it your presence that you were successful in procuring us some Everstand. Tell me, which fairy did you find? I see, the two verities. Well, that is two more than we could possibly reasonably be expected. The two less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy, you have done well, truly. If it goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or the earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the reverend crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I was looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 O's did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but ether sound isn't something you simply can find gathering dust in the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine at the moment I turn my back. How a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnable inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It's good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavour to procure the 2 remaining verities of Ephraim before they arrive. Shall we? Tell me, Robin, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements, and we shall soon see my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that aspect. If there's a complication, I'd rather discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. May have an expedition, Isidore, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Violet has won for our cause, if only for a moment. A performance for the ages. Rembrandt wishes to discuss the procurement of the outstanding verities of Ephesand. Yes, I must speak of the arrangement I made to acquire the 2 remaining verities of Ephesand. Some days ago I asked a Charnian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gridania and there to gather necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nearly of a whisper from him. To be frank, the lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility of that something ill has befell the man. Alas, we do not have the time to investigate his fate. As I mentioned before, the more we delay the expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. Therefore, I must entrust you with the same mission I assigned my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud and seek out Persimmon, the master of the markets of Ingridania. If anyone knows where Ingridania might be bought, it is he. Let's go to Gridania. Yes, I'm sorry. Did you say you wish to purchase Oversign? Forgive me, madame. Have you had the faintest idea how the verity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much of a grain of Oversign in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspect verity of the place is deprived, but only a desperate fool would willing to set foot in that place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Arthur Gift? That is where the ore can be found, in an area inhabited by a particular pernicious fog. Should you encounter the Butux nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place. A bed at the wrong time? Farewell. So where is this? Quarry Mill. Okay. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for entertainment, you will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck. Ah, no, you will never spy me from here. There. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence for your eyes. For your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-based mineral you hope to find is gone, taken by me. Victory has made me believe you, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of the eternal source of Ephraim with you. The wind touch variant. To be specific, I trust that you have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal in the North Shroud keeps a variety of the impurity for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to delay here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. With the Ixal logging grounds of the North Shroud shall be in addition, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Oh! It's a lot of running around. Okay, we'll go this way. Put these guys down. Bravo, that was quite a show, adventurer. Why? The spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Ephraim slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeit our little race. Congratulations, the wind touch evasive is yours. And yet having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling a little that the greater prize is mine. Incredibly must not be stand. I insist that you accept the token of my appreciation. Payment for the entertainment will be waiting for you to the east in a clearing within Pound Peak. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of Deliriums. Okay. Where is it? what you were expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Nosing into Eversand. Do keep it safe, Venture. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind, until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be rewarded. In my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal man, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus, it is reverent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, Venture, and sooner than you may imagine. Back to Mordona. What news of your mission? Are they any closer to acquiring the remaining pieces? You brought both? I shall have Master Garland work on the both crystals immediately. There. That should do the trick. Excellent work. Now we possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the crystal tower's defenses. My compliments, Mr. Garland. Oh, it's only a trifling matter, I assure you. Violet Hair has the one who you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Alec front door. You cannot go without us, Chief. Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day that you get the chance to study the wonders of the Alec Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. I appreciate your effusion, lads. I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of immeasurable power was prompted men to meddle with technology they did not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion. On both occasions, we shall not be so irresponsible to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief. It's freedom through technology. Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with the machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed, and should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of all-knowing Alec Empire could not save their civilization, and have damned near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower and, if needs be, seal away its secrets. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding wills such as yours that we have defined the course of history. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you wholly preoccupied, that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Eversand. I tasked the Passel Venture with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Granitia, one of the students of Bardessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Granitia has been assigned to the project of Observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of your own. Our own. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. 3 cheers for Noah. Noah? That is the name I've chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the sons of the same coinage, can we? And we must have remember appellation. If our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history, I could claim that Noah stands for the nominated observers of artifacts historical. And it so does, technically, but my true reason for choosing that name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan Archmagus. Archmagus? I'd like to sign at that. Very well, now that your pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to the brave and outer defences of the Crystal Towers. Is everyone ready to depart? Ready!